What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we got a lot to break down in this video. We got some big news I want to talk about. I also want to break down the overall market, stocks I'm looking at, charts I'm liking. But before we dive into that, make sure to get your free money from Moomoo. The Neo promo is done, but you can still get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Just use that link down below or go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So it's currently about 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast, and as of now, the markets are mostly in the red, and honestly, the Russell, it's at break even, and it looks like it's probably going to go in the red. So right now, the Russell's at break even. Triple Q is down 1%. We have SPY down about 0.5%, and we have the Dow down 0.3%. The VIX is up 0.6%. Let's see here. Even gold and silver are down, guys. Gold and silver are both down 1.5 to 1.6%. Which is crazy. So we're selling off all over the place, and I'm assuming crude oil is down as well. Let's pop that up, /CL. Crude oil, let's see here, it is down. Yeah, it's down about 1% now, officially back under $100 a barrel. So pulling up SPY, let's take a look at exactly what the heck is going on. And my ThinkOrSwim is a bit laggy right now, guys, so bear with me. So what I'm seeing is, number one, we are on our third day of selling. You guys can see that based on this 20-day chart and on the 5-day chart. We are now in our third day of selling. We took out the lows today. We took out the lows from yesterday, right? We're now trading at 449. Yesterday's lows were at 451.60, and the days before, the lows from the day before, right? Those lows are at about 456. So each day we're hitting a lower low, lower high, and at this point in time, where could I see SPY maybe bottoming out? Let's go to that 4-hour chart and take a look. We are now under the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's worth mentioning, and we are now approaching 447, which you guys heard me talk about like crazy before we broke out of it. And you guys can see here 447 was resistance from the middle of, when was that, February? So yeah, now that we're right by it, we got to see if buyers step in and maybe push it up, let's say from 447, 448, maybe back over 450. And I'm telling you guys, if we end up breaking under 447, maybe down to 440, 442, towards that 180 SMA, that is where this could be going. So watch out for those levels. Bulls are, I'm not going to say they're screwed at this point or they're completely toast, but they're giving back some of the gains, which I think is healthy considering, and I've mentioned this before, we even called this out before the sell-off started. I mean, I traded SQQQ. I'm not holding it anymore, but I made some money on it, and I've been telling you guys, look, the markets have gone up so much. Don't be surprised if we sell off a little bit, and that's what we're getting right now. You guys can see again on SPY, and Triple Q's down even more. Triple Q's down 1% right now. It's under the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. We just took out the lows from yesterday and obviously the day before, so we're in a 3-day little sell-off here on Triple Q, and it's still up a lot. I mean, it's down 1%, and it's down a couple percentage points over the past couple of days, but it's still up 14% from the low just about 2.5 weeks ago. So Triple Q at this point, I'm going to be watching 356, which, no joke, we're pretty much there. So that is, or was, the resistance from the middle of February. That's where I would say, okay, if buyers step in, maybe we get a relief rally. And if we don't see buyers step in there, if we break under, let's say 456, well, did I say 456? I meant 356. I mix up the numbers sometimes, guys. But what I'm saying here is if Triple Q gets under 356, this might be going down to about 350, which was the high. You guys can see here from the end of February heading into the early days of March. So yeah, watch out for it, guys. We have some big support levels coming up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And now let's talk about the big news. We got some big news out of Chinese stock, or big news regarding Chinese stocks, and we got the news out of China. Beijing regulators are working to give the United States authorities complete access to audits of Chinese companies listed publicly in New York, according to Bloomberg. That got reported today, which is Friday, the day I'm filming this video, and the access could come as soon as the middle of this year, again, according to Bloomberg. And as I'm saying this, I'm going to pick up, or rather pull up, some Chinese stocks. Alibaba's up 2% right now. It was up even more earlier in the day. The China Securities Regulatory Commission also told CNBC in a statement that it met with some accounting firms in the country, telling them to consider preparing for joint inspections. So pretty much, guys, this goes to show that Chinese stocks are not going anywhere. China does not want to cut off the U.S. from these Chinese stocks. They're not getting delisted. Sure, they could still get delisted. There's a chance, there's a possibility for anything out there. Never say never. I'm not going to say never, but this goes to show that they're not going to get delisted, most likely, right? Regulation, there's not going to be a huge crackdown on these stocks. I mean, look, now we're going to get these joint inspections. China, the regulators, they're saying, here's complete access to our audits. This is a very good sign that we might be getting, I don't want to say the bottom is in and a huge rally is coming for sure, but this is a sign that we could be getting there. I mean, this is a huge piece of news, a sigh of relief for the stocks themselves, right? And everybody that's owned the stocks, which I personally own. I don't own many Chinese stocks. I just pretty much own Alibaba, and I still have a little bit of NIO, right? NIO, which we're not going to get into that. I bought that a long time ago. So NIO, Baba, that's all I own right now. And this is a very good step in the right direction. I don't know how else to put it, guys. JD.com, this stock, JD is the ticker. It's up 2.3% on the day, about to break over $60, which you guys can see is a big resistance. Baidu is another one, BIDU, Baidu. Let's see here. This one is up over 6%, so nice day for Baidu. Tencent is another one, TCEHY. Let's pop it up. Tencent is up about 5% right now, and we got some good news about these stocks. When was that? A week or two ago. So we're getting good news after good news regarding these Chinese stocks. And sure, something from left field could come. Again, like I said, anything is possible. But the fact that we are getting this good news, the regulation, the delisting concerns, they're starting to die off a bit. That is a great, great sign for these companies and for these stocks, which are trading way under the company's intrinsic value. I mean, we all know this. It's not like Alibaba's trading very cheap because of the company. No, it's because of the government, right? And now if these concerns ease, we might be getting back to a fair valuation. And who knows, maybe a bloated valuation too at some point in the future. We're obviously not anywhere near that yet, but I'm just thinking ahead, right? So the Chinese stocks, I'm watching them very, very closely. We also got some news from GameStop. This is probably, it kind of is old news at this point. Anything over 24 hours, heck, 12, 16 hours is old news. But hey, we got some news yesterday around GameStop. I don't think I talked about it on the channel yet, but I think I did talk about it on Patreon. And oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Patreon, guys, if you want to join it, it's the 1st of April. If you want to just try it out, check it out. You get all my moves in the markets, buy, sells, call outs, option moves I'm making, whatever I'm doing, and you get more access to me throughout the day. Check it out. It's linked down below, or go to StockSurfest.com/Patreon. I also make morning videos every day on Patreon. So yeah, I think I did talk about GameStop this morning. We got news that they're doing a stock split, right? The last stock split for this company was in 2007 when they did a 2-for-1 stock split, and God knows what the price was back then. I have no freaking idea. That's when GameStop was really more relevant. I mean, back in the early 2000s, 2005, 2010. Now the company is kind of, it's fundamentally broken in my opinion. They're trying to turn things around, but hey, they're doing a stock split. Last one, again, was a 2-for-1 in 2007, and they're looking to increase their share count to 1 billion shares from 300 million shares so that they can do that they can carry out, rather, the stock split in the form of a dividend. So you're going to get, additional shares for however many shares you own, yada, yada, yada. We'll get more details about that when it actually gets passed through. I think the shareholders will have to vote on this one, so we'll see how that goes down, guys. But overall, GameStop shot up like crazy when this came out. You guys can see on the 5-day. Let's take a look here. I think we got the news after hours yesterday, so we're about almost 24 hours. You know, the news cycle gets changed every 24 hours. You guys know how that goes. So this is still, I guess, maybe it is fresh news. I don't know. Whatever. GameStop went up from 165 to 205, so it shot up 25%. Now it's pulling back, but it's still up 3% on the day. And the beautiful thing is, guys, yesterday when we did see that huge pop, we took out the previous high, which was right around 195, and we're still technically right now above the lows from yesterday. So in other words, we're still holding the uptrend. So this could very well be a dip buy in GME. If you guys take a look on the 5-day chart, it looks pretty solid. If I draw this out, let me show you. You guys can see it right there. And if I pull up the 10-day, it looks pretty decent. We're holding the 180 SMA on the 10-day, and on the 4-hour, or maybe the 20-day chart will show it. Yeah, it looks pretty decent on this as well. So if we hold above 170, watch for a breakout, maybe a continuation of the uptrend here for GameStop. So keep your eyes on it. And the last one for today, make sure you guys smash the like button if you all stuck till the end. I really appreciate you all as always. It is Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP. Snapchat right now is at a very interesting spot. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, on the 4-hour chart, it is still downtrending, right? There's no denying that. It is still downtrending, but if you look on the smaller time frames, it is trying to make a reversal, or trying to reverse. We've bounced from 27 bucks back in the middle of March. Now we're sitting at 37, up 35%. And what I'm noticing here is we are above the moving averages on this 20-day time frame, and we also notice an ascending triangle. We have resistance. We've been struggling at 38.50 for 39-40 bucks for about a week, but in that same time period, we've been making higher lows, right? So if this takes out 38, 39, 40 bucks, I see a breakout coming, and sure, Snapchat might not be out of the woods if it goes into the low 40s. It probably needs to get to the 50s plus to really start reversing. But if we get to 40, right, let's zoom in a bit here. Where can we go from there? We might be going to 42 bucks, which was resistance all of February, early March. And then if we break $42, where's the next main gap here on Snapchat? We're talking 50, 55 bucks, which again, that is where the real reversal could end up occurring. So I'm personally long Snapchat, and admittedly, I'm down on Snapchat, right? I'm down a decent chunk right now, but I believe this is a pretty strong company, slept on company. And if you think about the, the social media stocks, if you will, I think Snapchat it's a good one. A lot of it's the younger crowd. A lot of them use it. I don't really use it. I mean, actually, I still kind of use it sometimes. So even I'm in it. And I'm not old by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not in the super young crowd either. So, yeah, I think Snapchat's great. We're not going to get into all the numbers in this video. We can do that in another video, but let's just say and leave it at they are growing and there's a lot of demand for the product. And I think they're going to do well. So I'm long Snap, and I think even in the short term, it could start breaking out again if we start taking out those levels I mentioned. And with that being said, guys, I guess that's it. If you all found value, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, and don't forget to try out my Patreon if you want. Check the link down below, or go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon, and make sure to also get your free money for Moomoo. You get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Just use my link down below, or go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money just like that. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.